Your goal in this assignment is to show that you know when it's appropriate to use a proportion or an equation to solve a word problem. So you have 8 word problems to work your way through. Here's a tip. If you can find a comparison of 2 quantities, you can use a proportion. Let's see if we can find a comparison or a ratio in the first one. 5 milliliters of children's medicine contains 400 milligrams of the drug amoxicillin. How many milligrams of amoxicillin does 25 milliliters contain? Folks, I see a comparison. 5 milliliters of medicine contain, what's my other units? 400 milligrams of amoxicillin. So that tells me since I have a ratio, yes, I can do a proportion. So take a minute and set up your proportion, and I'm going to put milliliters on the top. I could put it on the bottom, but that's my choice. And then I'm going to do milligrams of amoxicillin on the bottom. So I'm going to take this first set, 5 for every 400 milligrams. So 5 is to 400 as, well, how many milligrams? So I'm looking for milligrams. So right there, that's going to be my variable x, or any letter you choose, and 25 milliliters goes here. And now I think you know how to solve this. You're going to do your cross product. And I get 5x equals 10,000. There's a simple one-step equation, which I solve for x by dividing by 5. And I get 2,000. And I absolutely need a label on this. This would be 2,000 milligrams, and I'm going to do even better than that. This was of the drug amoxicillin. Okay, we're going to look at one more here. So let's go down to 3. Julia needs $145 for a day trip to New York. Her grandmother gave her $30 to go. She earns $6.50 for each hour she babysits. How many hours must she babysit to have enough money to go on the trip? So I don't see a comparison of 2 different things here. Okay, but I reread this question. How many hours must she babysit to have enough money to go on the trip? So in this scenario, I'm going to say that hours is my unknown, my variable. So I'm going to use H. And I'm just going to work through the words. She needs $145. Her grandmother gave her $30 to go, and she earns $6.50 per hour of babysitting. So how much does she have? Right now she's $30. If she works, the amount she has will increase. $6.50 per hour. So for every hour, she earns $6.50. So I would do $6.50 times the number of hours worked equals 145. So this one requires an equation, which you are now an expert at solving. Write the equation, that's the toughest part, and then start solving. So I would get, after subtracting 30 from each side, 650 equals 115, and then finish by dividing both sides by $6.50. Which gives me H, and I'm going to round here, is approximately, I get 17.6 hours. I'm going to say 18 hours, right? Because 17 is not going to be enough. She needs to work approximately 18 hours to have enough money to go on this trip. She might have a little bit of change left over. Okay, I've got you started. You have 6 more to work your way through. Good luck.